Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to hear this awesome story all about these magic words that make our sentences way more interesting. Sounds cool, right? Let's get started.
All right, so let's jump right in. We're going to start with a story about our friend Priya and her brother, Rohan. You might even know them. They live just down the lane and absolutely love playing cricket together.
Okay, so listen really close to how this sounds. Priya has a new cricket bat. Priya shows the cricket bat to Rohan. Rohan likes the cricket bat. Phew, I don't know about you, but doesn't that sound just a little bit boring and kind of repetitive? We keep saying Priya, Rohan, cricket bat over and over again. It just feels a bit clumsy, right? But what if I told you there's a secret, a bunch of special magic helper words that can fix this whole thing and make our stories sound absolutely amazing? Okay, let's dive in and meet them.
So these magic words, they're called pronouns, and they have a super important job. They step in and take the place of a naming word, a noun. Think of them like the secret ingredient that makes our stories so much better.
Okay, now just listen to the difference. See how much better that sounds? Instead of saying Priya over and over, we just say she. Instead of Rohan, we say he. And for the cricket bat, we say it. It's just so much smoother, isn't it? So what's the big deal with these magic helper words? Well, they do three really cool things. First, we stop repeating names. Second, our sentences get shorter. And third, our stories just sound, well, smoother, almost like a song.
All right, so the first family of helper words we're going to meet are the people helpers. And just like their name says, we use them to talk about, well, people, instead of using their names all the time.
Check out this table. It's actually super simple. Instead of saying Priya, we can just say she. Instead of Rohan, he. What about the big yellow school bus? We can say it. And what if Priya and Rohan are together? Easy, we just say they. And you know what? Words like I, you, and me are also part of this awesome family. They're what we use all the time when we're talking about ourselves or talking directly to our friends. Okay, ready for the next group? Let's move on to our next set of helpers. And these ones are really cool because they help us show that something belongs to someone. Whose is it? So let's imagine something. Priya's at the park, right? And she sees a school bag just sitting on a bench. She wants to figure out who it belongs to, so she picks it up and asks everyone, whose school bag is this? And then, guess what? Rohan comes running up and says, that bag is mine. See what happened there? That one little word, mine, is a magic helper word. It tells us the bag belongs to him without him even having to say, that's Rohan's bag. And this works for other people's stuff too. So, if Priya has a blue tiffin box, we can say it's hers. And if Rohan has a red one, we'd say it's his. It's just a much easier way to talk about whose things are whose, right? All right, we're on to our last group of magic words. And these ones are super special. They help us do two things, point at stuff and ask really fun questions. Okay, first up, the pointing words. You can think of them like they're your fingers, pointing out exactly what you're talking about, whether it's right here next to you or way over there. And it's really easy. If something's close to you, you use this. Like if you're holding your favorite toy, you'd say, this is my favorite toy. But if something's far away, you use that. So you might point across the street and say, that is Ajay's house. And last but not least, we have our amazing question words. These are the magic helpers that let us be curious and discover all kinds of new things. So, if you want to know something about a person, like who's coming over to play, you'd ask a who question. Like, Who is coming to the birthday party?
And if you want to know about a thing, maybe you're trying to pick out a present, you'd ask, what? Something like, what gift should we take for Ajay?
And what if you have a choice to make? Maybe between playing cricket or playing Ludo. Then you'd ask, which? Which game should we play? It helps you decide.
Okay, so let's do a super quick recap. We've met 4 incredible families of magic helper words today, right? We have the people helpers, the belonging helpers, the pointing helpers, and the asking helpers. Basically, they're your secret team to make all your stories sound amazing.
So why does all this matter? Well, it's because you now have the power of these magic words. It means you can tell incredible stories about your friends, what you did on your holiday, all your adventures, just like the stories in your favorite books. So I've got a fun little challenge for you. Tonight, try telling a story about your day. You could tell your mom, your dad, a friend, and just see how many of these amazing magic helper words you can use. Go on, give it a try. Happy storytelling!